unfortunately, that we talk in the eWorld is already converted. So we're talking to the converted, but this had to be talked to the other people. Enabling people to use ICT, and that is one of the greatest challenge because we have got illiterate people in this country, and significant number of that, and forget about illiteracy. If somebody has to take much more good advantage of the computer potential or internet potential or other potentials. Skills and training, these are very important. Creation of and access to ICT infrastructure, like your network, computer, and you have got service center. There are different experiments and pilots going on. We have to improve on that. Basic infrastructure. Unless you have electricity, the computer cannot work also. You have got to think about electricity and those infrastructure as well. And it needs a lot of basic funding, it needs a lot of government involvement in this process. Levels of engagement is another problem. The technology generation, there are different levels. Technology generation, basically the research areas where the knowledge and technology is generated. So you need to have something on that. Then these next set of people will be the policy analysts, planners, and administrators, and finally the development specialists who can be also have a different level of engagement, and the end user, the farmers, the beneficiaries, the people at large. Content and delivery, again the key issues, the material, the mode, and the choice of interface with the people. Design of technology is important. Ease and comfort levels of users are important, and cost and benefit. At what cost? That's what I asked the question to Dr. Patil. At what cost the precision agriculture should come in? I have got little story about my involvement in the knowledge management in the UN, and this is basically a questions I spoke about. That's what I didn't take it a main thing. I just passing reference to that. That this is simple questions that the NIN professor. After retirement, she asked school children in Medak district of Hyderabad, Andhra Pradesh, and she said that, where do you get your food supplies from your household food? He asked these children. He said that 90% rice and 80% millets are available from the village, from the household itself, whereas the 50% pulses and vegetables are to be exported from other villages or other parts of the country. So that she asked a simple question, how to produce more pulses and vegetables for local consumption. And then she wanted to know any program strategies, projects, or success stories that she could relate to this. So thus born the first query of the food and nutrition security of solution exchange. Most of you have heard in the IIM newsletter. It is a story published by me, so you can look at that in details. But basically, an array of suggestions, experiences, ideas came up. Challenges of pulse production was brought out. Very innovative ideas came up. Models suggested like kitchen garden, school garden, and those kind of grain bank and all came up. Various experiences cited. Many people say that I have got this experience of producing and consuming vegetables and pulses in the local areas. So it became an practical compendium of a highly successful knowledge, and this is which we call a hybrid knowledge, a knowledge from traditional, established, and other kind of thing. So what is unique in that experiment? It was local, practical problems. It's not a problem at national level. We have got pulse shortage. Come on, we have been tackling those problems, but this is in the village itself. How can people talk about? And then it blends the different forms of knowledge and put a kind of hybrid knowledge which is much more usable and practical form of knowledge. Knowledge awareness for mutual sharing, because people then start networking on this aspect. The experiential knowledge is as important as expert knowledge. If I grow vegetables and you have been teaching vegetables, there is equal or even more importance of a person who is growing vegetables, and his knowledge is not lesser than the other one. And there are different cross-disciplinary perspectives on this. It's a forum that is available for practitioners for seeking solutions. This is for the practitioners. Don't talk about the end users, the farmers. But the practitioners who are working the farmers can take advantage of this platform to bring new form of knowledge and kind of interdisciplinary knowledge where ideas can get into action. It is independent of the network. For example, someone in Koraput, someone in Kalahandi, and someone in Kochi, they have similar piece of information. It's not that Delhi people have got a higher form of the divides we talk about. So higher form of knowledge or quality knowledge, whereas people in Kalahandi do not get that knowledge. No. It bridges that gap. It equalizes the knowledge kind of stuff. It's a two-way process, not that you are the only lecturer and you also learn from the process. It is neutral and balanced perspectives and overcomes the cultural obstacles and create awareness. So this is called Solution Exchange. You can look at that. This is solutionexchange.net.in, www. You can go and you can become a member if you like. So basically, ladies and gentlemen, I think I'm within time. Below, okay. So basically, my last, as a summation, I should say that you have to, if you have to craft ICT for agriculture, you have to create a timely, accurate, relevant, and cost-effective information and services. That's critical, very important. It has to have a value added, Madam talked about. It should reflect the grassroots layer. You can talk about lunar and other kind of stuff and talk to the villagers that how they can relate to. Sorry, this does not work. It has to have a grassroots realities, capacities, and concern. You have to think about increasing their capacity to absorb that kind of technology, and their concerns should be addressed. It should ensure simple content and effective interface for wide access. We cannot talk about, again, big language. It has to be in their native language. It has to be in their form, a layman's form, which they can understand. It has to have accelerate the comprehensive policy measures for promotion of ICT. Somebody talked in the morning, and nobody spoke about the policy. It's very important for policy. You need to have an enabling environment, and that comes from the sound policy advocacy and policy work. The government has to step in to do something which can facilitate and further this kind of aspect. And finally, tie up cutting-edge technology with the traditional practices. That is also important, that it is not only your technology or high technology, it has to blend with what is available with the farmers and merge with their technology to become some kind of useful technology. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you very much.